Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I am Lanolin, and today we are finishing up our Smeltery build. This is episode 14 and part 2 of our Smeltery upgrading build. In case you're here by mistake and looking for part 1, this is part 2. And as you can see, all of our seared bricks have been put into place, and we have, well, plenty of room in regards to smelting. So was I right? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15? Okay, so 15. I was not even close. So anyway, I've got the tube work in order, and I have it, running all over the place. And I went ahead and decided what we're going to use in regards to how we're going to store all the ores associated with this build. So as we know, as ores and stuff come in, they need some places to go, right? Of course. Well, there's a mod called storage drawers, as we, used here, that does that just fine for us. Where are they at? Here we go. The compacting drawer is what we're going to use. Now, what's really cool about this guy, and we need 7 of them, is that it'll take a piece of ore, as you can see, like let's say this, block of gold ingot, and gold nugget. This compacting drawer will keep blocks of gold, or gold ingots and gold nuggets. Like, it'll compact it down into its biggest or smallest form, or biggest form, which will be a block of gold. Maybe it compacts it down into it compacts it down into gold, into blocks of gold. And then as you need stuff, nuggets and ingots and stuff, it has space to accommodate you for that. Now, what's also very nice, as you saw here, was the drawer controller, which isn't too hard to make. Redstone comparator and all that fun stuff. A diamond though, woo, and then some oak drawers. Not too bad. So what we're going to do is we're going to come down here to the space that I showed earlier, a little preview, and we are going to place our drawer controller right there, which it should connect. There we go, good. And we're going to place our drawers, all 7 of them, like that. Now we're going to set this guy to insert. Correct? What are you doing? Insert only, please. And we're actually going to change this channel to red. Insert on red. Now what's cool is that this guy is smart, and it's going to put everything where it belongs. We don't have to worry about it putting like gold in everything. It'll put gold in one, iron in one, silver in one. Like, it's smart about it. So we can actually probably just close this up, and there we go. So let's see about getting some of this ore into here. So our next step is to get stuff from the chest into those guys without having any like weird sorting issues, correct? Of course. So how will we do that? Well, first thing we're going to need is some hoppers, and then we're going to need a whole bunch of paper, which should give us these basic item filters. Now, what's really nice, and of course we need 7, because we know we have 7 different things. So actually, while we're in here, we should grab some gold, 1 thing of silver, 1 thing of iron, 1 thing of copper, 1 thing of tin, and we don't actually have any lead, so I don't have any lead at all. So once we do get a hold of some lead, we'll have to do this for the lead as well. So for now, we're just kind of, have to wait. And actually, we should sleep first. Okay, we are back, and we're down here underneath. We're down here underneath our guy, our smeltery setup, whatever you want to call it. And we need to take these item filters. We need to put them into these item conduits. Not too hard. Right click, look at that. Now, if we take one of these guys, which you can hold the stack, put it in there however you want to do, and look at that. Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? So we're going to insert on green, which is important because we're running all of this on one line, so we want to make sure that everything goes to the correct channels. Now, we shouldn't have any issues as far as insert and output goes, so if you don't want to do this, you should be okay, but for the purposes of making sure that there aren't any issues, we're going to do this. So all we have to do is put this basic item filter in here, take an ore, and place it in there. Now, as you can see, it makes a nice little phantom version of it. Leave it on whitelist, leave it on match metadata, And we should be good. I hear a cat. Why do I hear a cat? So now we're going to come down here to this guy, do the same thing. Or, wait. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, my bad. This guy. Put the silver in there. Walk down to this guy. Ah. I hate it when that happens. Alright, put him on insert. In there. Toss some iron in there. Okay, we gotta take care of this cat. This cat's gonna drive me crazy. Alright, kitty cat. Where you at? Ah! Wow, I hear him, but I don't see him. Well, I did hear him. I don't know where he went. Okay. Alright, as we were. Oh, this cat. Where? Where is he? Oh, whoa. It's our base. Hey, base. Oh, come on, kitty cat. I'm trying to do some work. You're distracting us. Alright, let's just ignore the cat sounds for now, I guess. Alright, so we got the iron ore in there. Alright, so after that, we got our copper ore. After that, we have our tin ore. Ah! After that, we have our ferrous ore. And this one would be for lead, but unfortunately we don't have anything, so we're just going to leave it blank, I guess. This cat is going to meet its doom. It's probably in like some cave or something down there that I haven't come across, or up there. But anyway, now those guys are all set up, meaning that those ores should only ever enter those tanks. We should never have any problems with the smeltery controller messing anything up. And there we go. Cool, so that's good. So what we should go ahead and do is test this, make sure that it works properly. Now there's no lava in there yet for a reason. We want to make sure that there's no lava so it's not trying to cook the stuff that we're putting in there, so we're dealing with, you know, all of that crap. So let's go ahead and actually toss all these ores in here. They should go to their respective areas. Now because the last one is actually blank, that might be an issue. If so, we can just go ahead and disable it for now, but it shouldn't be. This cat, man. This cat. I wonder if he's in one of these. That'd be hilarious. But anyway, let's look. Silver's in here. Gold's in there. Iron's in there. Copper and a torch is in there. Tin and ferrous. Nice! So it worked! So we've got that set up. That's set up properly and everything is good to go. So the next thing that we're going to do is get lava into this thing, which should be really, really easy. So I'm in here because I needed to make some more pressurized fluid conduits. Because what we're going to go ahead and do is kind of similar to what we did with our input chest here, except we're going to use the power of Ender.io. Because Ender.io pipes are like the coolest things ever, and I'm going to show you why. I think I made the entrance down here. Okay. Now it's going to be easier if we actually run this way first. I made a pathway. Where is it? Oh man, did I cover it up by mistake? I may have. Give me a second. So I went ahead and dug a pathway. I could have swore I made a pathway going over to our lava source, but I guess I didn't. So we are actually behind. Go ahead and clear out. We're behind our storage drawers. Right here by our item conduits. What we're going to go ahead and do is some cool stuff. Watch this. Now I should be able to do something like this. Now, for the sake of everything being nice and pretty, I'm going to go like this. We will connect that in a minute. Oop, actually. I'm going to change this up a little bit. I'm trying to make sure that there aren't any like pointless corners or turns or anything like that. You know, just make it nice and uniform. It's all on one level. Everything's easy to manage. Oh man, we're gonna need to make more, huh? Up, up, up. Whoop. So here's what's super cool about Ender.io. You ready? Here it comes. Look at that. Isn't that freaking awesome? So these guys can share one block spaces with one another. Now, we don't have any small, or do we? Do we have an Ender Mini or anything like that? A Fire Bat. That's small. Oh, nice. We do have an Ender Mini. Nice. So the Ender Mini is probably one of the best things about Morph, because you can fit in between pipes. Look at that. Isn't that cool? So you can transform into an Ender Mini, get in between these pipes, and start laying them down. Now, do keep in mind you are quite small. So, oh no! And be careful when you're transforming, because something terrible like that might happen. So anyway, we need to make some more of these fellas. These fluid conduits, the pressurized fluid conduits. Keep that in mind. I'm gonna have to go back to the Nether and get some more of this Nether quartz. But burning through it a little bit quicker than I thought I would. So that's one set. 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so those are gonna cook up. Let me clean up my inventory really quick. Toss that stuff. Oh, and actually, while those are cooking, we can take a look at how these guys are doing. They're doing all right. I went ahead and kept these because for whatever, like when you eat them, you get a buff. You get a jump boost buff. Like you don't run as fast, but you jump higher. So I thought that was kind of cool. I don't know. It's neat to me, okay? Yeah, these guys are coming along quite nicely. I still haven't put another storage drawer down here for the blue guys. The blueberry bushes. Da, da, da. There we go. See, just a little bit of maintenance. And like I said, eventually I will clean this up and make it look nice, but for right now it's kind of modular because I keep kind of changing things and adding new stuff like this room and all that cool shit. So just keep that in mind. So, with the double layer capacitor upgrade, these guys should be done, which they are. Should be able to walk over here and make ourselves, boom, pressurized fluid conduits. Now, what I'm going to actually go ahead and do, because chances are we're going to need more, is go ahead and toss another set in here for a 12. We actually need 12. There we go. Because I don't think 16 is going to be enough, so I'm just going to go ahead and get those cooking now, just in case we need them. And let's sleep. Good morning. We're back outside and ready to lay down some more of these fluid conduits. And I think we stop right here. Cool. Now the tanks are actually over here, so what we're going to do is actually make a decent way to get down here. So, like I said, we're definitely going to need more fluid conduits. Wait, what? Oh. Whoopsies. What the heck? What are you doing? Sometimes these guys are going to be a little silly. Okay, so he's trying to connect to this guy, which I don't want him to do. So what I'm going to do is right-click on him again, and then that should close the loop. Now, this is a good time to demonstrate the shift scroll stuff that I mentioned before. See, now we only have the fluid conduits showing. Scroll again, we only have the item conduits showing. Scroll again, and then I think that would be energy conduits. Then there's everything. Oh no, I think that's energy conduits. I think that last one is the pipe that we haven't looked at yet, which we'll get to eventually. So yeah, we're going to need a ton more pressurized fluid conduits, which we will more than likely work. I'll probably do the rest of those and finish these off camera. But for now, we can we can set up what, we can. So, yeah. Yeah, we want to disable this guy. And then... Here we go. Boom. Nice. Now we're doing it. Let's make sure that we have this on insert only. Just so it's not trying to take our lava out. I'm not sure if you can pull lava out. I'm going to be completely honest in that. I've never really tried because it's not something that's really ever come up. So we need about one more set of fluid conduits and we should be good. Which means we should be able to finish this soon. Let's break this. Cool. I will be back. Alright, just putting in our last ones. Which I think, yeah, it's just this tank. And then down a little bit more. Oh man, are we going to have exactly how much we needed to complete this build? Come on. Ah, oh, look at that. Perfect. So we had exactly the amount that we needed, which is really nice, actually, because I need to go back to the nether now to get more Certus, or to get more nether quartz. So, yeah. Definitely a little bit of a pain, but not a big deal. Do that. So yeah, definitely make sure you close these guys up so there's no issues with fluids going in the wrong directions and all that stuff. So these guys are all closed. Oh no, there's one missing right here. No, we're short one. Painful. Well, that's okay actually, because this last tank is not actually being used, so it's not a super big deal. So we could probably take this guy off and put him down here. There. We good? Everyone alright? Everyone talking to each other? Oh, this last item conduit's not hooked up either. So actually, that's good. So we need to grab one more item conduit to hook that guy up. But again, he's not actually being used right now, so it's not a big deal. Once we get a piece of lead, then we can hook him up. So for now, let's go turn our lava on to connect that last little bit and see how this guy works. So let's take a little run down here. And there's actually an opening back here. Alright, and connect. Woo! A little bit FPS lag while all the water or all the lava fills up and flows out. Ooh. A lot of FPS lag actually. Are we good? Come on now. All right. Now, these guys should all be full up with lava. Look at that. Full, full, full. And again, this guy's not full because we need one more. But that's alright because he's not hooked up. Although, we could take this guy and put him there. Actually, yeah, let's do that. I actually like that idea. There, now he's going to be filled up as well, so he's ready to go when the time comes. So now the last and final test is to make sure that all of this functions as intended. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab ourselves some gold, some iron, some copper, some tin. What else? If you're curious about aluminum, I decided to skip aluminum because aluminum is really only used for Tinker's Construct, and it's only going to be used really in our own personal smeltery that we'll be using to smelt, make casts and stuff like that. So we don't need to actually automate its production right now. We probably will in the future, but for now, there's no point in having the extra smeltery. So what we can do now is toss all this stuff in here. Now it's only going to take what it needs. It's not going to take extra, and it's not going to leave stuff floating around. So as you can see, it left the tin because it was full up. It left the gold and copper because it was full up. Now we should be able to come out here, and as they're cooking up, there we go. It's going, it's going. I guess we didn't have enough silver. Yeah, and it's not going to pour out either unless it has enough, which is really, really good. So once there's enough for an entire block, then it'll dump out. And it looks like the first guys are probably going to be... Oh, I wonder why it's actually not going. Oh, there we go. Always active. Extract. There it goes. Nice. Now it should disappear. It's not. What? Well, this is why we test. So always active. Oh, we want to change it to red. So there it goes. Now it's going. So yeah, because I changed that other guy to red, that means that all the extracting needs to be on the correct channel, on the red channel. So this guy's going to keep going. He's going to keep going. Okay. Oop. On red. Oh wait, you actually didn't have... Whoa, where's your thing? Oh wait, that's right. Yeah, they don't need any type of extracting rules. So always active. Extract. I thought I set these up already. My bad. You're set up. You are not set up. There you go. And this guy we haven't set up yet because we need a little bit more nether quartz. So yeah, now here's the big reason. Now actually I was incorrect in saying that they won't spit out until it's full. That's wrong. For whatever reason I thought they would because I wasn't actually coming out in turn. It turns out it was, you know, not on. So the reason, this right here is the biggest reason why I decided to go ahead and stick with one ore per Smeltery, because it's going to go ahead and spit it out, and it's going to leave these guys like this. Now, so long as we keep the same stuff, this won't ever be an issue. We won't have to worry about coming here and clearing it out or anything like that. So the next step is to take a look at our compacting barrels, which should look at that. Isn't that cool? It keeps them as blocks of gold, and you can actually extract nuggets if you want. Look at that, I got some nuggets. Put the nuggets back in there, turns into a block of gold. You can see that right there on Wayla. So now there's 8 ingots in there, 8 nuggets, and 3 blocks of gold. I right click, it crushes them all back down into a big old block of gold. And then when we get the rest of the guys coming in here, the silver and the lead, they'll have homes as well. So isn't that cool? That's super awesome. And then whenever we need lead, or whenever we need ingots, we'll just come down here, grab a few blocks, and be good to go. So hell yeah. That, I think, is a finished build. That smeltery should work. So for now, we're gonna have to put stuff into the building, or into the, into the input chest manually. You know, because we're not smelting all of the ores right now, like uranium and stuff like that. We can't really smelt, obviously, in the smeltery. We can't smelt. We can smelt aluminum, but we don't really have any reason for that. So we have our 7 main ores that we're gonna run into in the world while we're mining, at least by hand. Now in the future, when we start to automate our mining systems, we'll probably upgrade from this, but for now I think it is pretty cool. Alright, now to round out the episode and finish everything off, I'm going to make something completely new to get us ready for a few future projects. Now as you can see, our storage situation is getting a little bit crazy. We're starting to need a whole bunch of chests, a whole bunch of storage drawers, and it's starting to get, it's a little rough in my opinion. Well, I think it's about time to get started with Applied Energistics 2. I went ahead and I actually found 2 charged Certus quartz crystals while I was out mining, and that, all we need to get started is 1. So getting 2 is pretty awesome, which means we can actually get a little bit of a jump forward, you know, with Applied Energistics. Now, the first thing and most important thing with Applied Energistics to get started is the charger. You absolutely need a charger to get started, unless of course you have a whole bunch of charged Certus quartz, which I doubt, because they're kind of rare. Now to do this, we need 1 nether quartz and 1 charged Certus, and some redstone dust tossed into some water. So we're going to grab this, that, and something else. Actually, I guess I already had it on my inventory. So yeah, where do we have a little puddle of water that we can use? There we go, right here. Toss these guys in here like that. Wait a second, you can see the little lightning bolts going off. Oh yeah, we gotta take off our ring. See, this was what I was talking about. You know, we're gonna run into situations where we're gonna wish we didn't have our ring. But yeah, we can see the little lightning bolts going, and it should go poof. Bam, got some flux crystals. Unnatural achievement. Now with this, we should be able to go like that. Do one of these. and get confused. Oh. Da-da-da, charger, Fluix production. Now we can make more of those crystals. And now this does, while this does actually need energy to run, if you are a cool kid and you know the secrets of applied energistics, you know you can actually run it with a crank. Shh, don't tell anybody, it's a secret. But the wooden crank that people normally think is exclusive to the grindstone actually works on here too. You can see the little thing in the top. So you don't actually need power for the charger. You don't need a steady source of power at all. Nope, nope, nope. You can get your crystals charged with a crank. Now, it takes a little bit of time, but it's all good. Now, we have 30 crystal or Certus quartz crystals that we can use to move forward with this, because we're going to need a whole bunch of those Fluix crystals moving forward. It's really simple. You just toss it in there, and Wayla will tell you when it's done. It should say it'll change from Certus quartz crystal to charged Certus quartz crystal. Sometimes it takes a second, sometimes it's super quick. Are you going to say it? Hello? There we go. Charged Certus quartz crystal. Nice. Done. It's as easy as that. So, that has been episode 14. Thank you for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed our diving into the awesome smeltery. When we come back, I'm going to probably have done a good chunk of mining, and hopefully have this all nice looking, really super pretty, because right now it looks super ugly, but I'm gonna fancy it up using chisel and some cool blocks and make it look real nice. So thanks for watching, guys. I have been Lanolin. This has been LanolinTV, or brought to you by LanolinTV. Gotta remember the new slogans and plugs now. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.